Downtown Manhattan will soon have a designated space where patrons can freely move about while consuming an alcoholic beverage. City commissioners on Tuesday narrowly approved an ordinance that will establish a common consumption area that will include several downtown businesses. Commissioner John Mata supported the ordinance.
I think this now puts us equivalent to where other places are in the state or are going to. And I'm confident that the businesses want it. As far as if a business doesn't want it, they just put up. They don't have to participate.
Commissioner Peter Opelt, however, opposed the ordinance, citing concerns with the potential burden it places on non-participating businesses.
Is it enough to outweigh the liability? And we've talked about this a couple of times. We haven't had any actual businesses that want to participate come and talk to us about how it will benefit them.
The final tally was 3-2, with Commissioners Mata, Susan Adamczyk, and Jamie Minton voting in favor. Opelt and Mayor Karen McCullough opposed. Director of Downtown Manhattan, Inc., Gina Snyder, says most business owners believe a CCA will create a more vibrant and attractive downtown atmosphere.
It allows for you to, for example, get your Bloody Mary at the Chef, and if you want to run over and get flowers at Steve's or gatherings at 313, you can. You just walk down the sidewalk and do that.
Signage and sidewalk markers will indicate the CCA boundaries. Residents will be required to stay in the CCA and drink from designated cups. Hours will be 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily, and city officials are aiming to have that CCA established by mid-July. A Manhattan man and 3 others are recovering after a crash on US 77 south of Junction City. According to the Kansas Highway Patrol, a northbound Mitsubishi Outlander hydroplaned and went into a ditch right around 6 o'clock Tuesday evening. All 4 occupants sustained just minor injuries, including 31-year-old Derek Hawks of Manhattan. Others involved in the crash included 31-year-old Jeffrey Jones, 22-year-old Zed Bryant, and 38-year-old Jennifer Wangren Smith, all of Harrington. All 4 were treated at a Junction City hospital. The former city treasurer in Ogden on Monday pleaded guilty to misappropriation of public funds and submitting false expenses. 71-year-old Jimmy Bond entered the guilty plea in Riley County District Court to 1 count of misuse of between $25,000 and $100,000 in public funds and a single count of official misconduct by submitting false expenses over $25,000. Bond was serving as treasurer to the Township of Ogden when he says the hiring he did for cemetery maintenance was not done legally. Bond was arrested for the crimes in March 2024. A prosecutor said in court Monday that Bond set up a shell company with a name mirroring the company he contracted for mowing services. He then wrote checks to the shell company in amounts that far exceeded the cost to satisfy the service. Bond paid the contractor in cash and pocketed the remaining funds from the checks. If granted probation, Bond will also have to pay $42,000 in restitution. Riley County Police have arrested the 4th and final suspect in an investigation into an April armed robbery. 17-year-old Roston Rothwell of Texas turned himself into RCPD and was arrested for aggravated robbery with a dangerous weapon. Rothwell is the 4th teenager arrested in connection with the April 11th aggravated robbery in the 1500 block of Pfeiffer Lane. A 16-year-old boy reported to police that the suspects robbed him at gunpoint. Others charged in the case include 16-year-old Miles Elner, 15-year-old Josie Friesen, and 17-year-old Cameron Macher, all of Manhattan.
I already love same-day delivery with Shipt, but it's so much better since I signed up for Target's Circle 360. Why? Because I no longer pay price markups from the majority of stores through Shipt. Only a handful of alcohol retailers and items don't count. That means no markups on groceries, pet food, even home goods and makeup. So to recap, I have more time to catch up on life while someone shops for me, and I spend less. It's a win-win. Order now at shipt.com/360. Terms apply.
Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. Bobby Witt Jr. went deep in the 5th after sparking his offense with a double and a run scored in the 1st. Salvador Perez also homered twice as the Royals dropped the Rangers 6-1 Tuesday night.
Talk about it all the time. It's a day-to-day game, so today was the only opportunity we had to win that game, and we played well. I mean, we swung the bats very well, and I thought could have had even more runs. You know, we swung the bats got some line outs.
Manager Matt Quatraro after Seth Lugo struck out a season-high 9 in picking up his first win since the 1st of May. Kansas City will send Chris Bubich to the bump tonight. Patrick Corbin counters for the Rangers in the middle game of the series. Coverage at 6:30 on News Radio KMAN. First pitch is just after 7:10. Arkansas comes up with a victory to set themselves up for a match with LSU. They would have to beat the Tigers twice in 2 days to advance to the best-of-3 College World Series finals, though. The Razorbacks eliminated UCLA last night from the College World Series with a 7-3 victory. Louisville did the same to Oregon State, 7-6 the final, behind Eddie King Jr.'s sacrifice fly in the bottom of the 9th. The Cardinals must beat Coastal Carolina today and again tomorrow to reach the best-of-3 CWS final. 4-time All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce and Pro Bowl right guard Trey Smith were present for the start of the Chiefs' mandatory 3-day minicamp yesterday. Smith skipped voluntary workouts after receiving the franchise tag and is hoping to land a long-term contract with the Chiefs, who chose him in the 6th round of the 2021 draft. The team and the player have until mid-July to work out a new deal. Otherwise, he'll play the season on a 1-year contract. The Florida Panthers repeated as Stanley Cup champions. They dropped Edmonton 5-1 in Game 6 of the final last night, becoming the NHL's first back-to-back winners since Tampa in 20 and 21. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.